You know, if I could sum up 2018 in one sentence, it would be that this year was the year I made the transition from freelancer into actual business owner. 'Welcome back to SocialFlixx, everybody. This is Brad Oldhouse. Thank you so much for watching. Been a while since I've been able to post something on my YouTube channel here. Thank you for watching, though. I really appreciate it. 2018 year in review. Let me tell you, it has been an incredible year. If you remember last year, I told you that I believed that 2018 was going to be huge. If it's any indication, man, you ain't seen nothing yet. SocialFlixx is gonna do some pretty awesome things in 2018, and I hope you're along for the ride. Well, it was much bigger than I anticipated. So today I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why 2018 rocked. Three reasons why 2018 really rocked, and number 1 would be the building of an actual business. So I would say if 2018 could be summed up in one sentence, it would be that it was the transition from freelance work into building an actual business. January 2018, late January 2018, I filed my articles of organization with the state of Montana. You know, getting things set up with the state of Montana in order to just operate legally as a business, right? Obviously getting a federal tax ID number so that I could pay my taxes and eventually pay an employee. You know, workers' comp insurance and taxes and all that stuff I just learned for the first time this year, and I just feel like my head is bigger with the knowledge. I hired my first employee. Let me tell you, this was the most nerve-wracking experience of my entire life, not because of who it was, but because, again, moving from freelancer where you have 100% control over the final product, where nobody cares more about your business than you do, and pivoting and moving into an actual business, something that could potentially one day run without you in it. That was a big shift for me. I needed to do it just out of necessity. I knew as early as February last year that I was going to need to find help. I wasn't able to bring Wade on until the summer, right after he got out of high school. And he's still a high school student, so he'll be back on summer 2019, which is pretty awesome. I'm excited. The kid is talented. He's got a great eye for things, also a photographer as well. If you're not following him, hit him up on the grams. Tell him that I sent you. Wade, I really appreciate your help this year. So as of right now, I'm literally the only one in my business. As I said, Wade is in high school, so we're right smack in the middle of the school year. So I'm the camera guy. I'm the project manager. I shoot the video, I edit the video, I consult with potential clients, or I deal with client issues, which honestly haven't been too many, and I'm super blessed for that. Let's go ahead and knock on wood. But that was another reason, you know, big step forward, right? Moving from freelance into an actual business. So I wanted to definitely mention that. And kind of tying in with that, reason number 2, so obviously there was more client work. So if you've been following me all year long on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, not so much. I tried to put out a little bit about each client that I've been working with throughout the year. Obviously, I mentioned her name last year, Aubrey Hutchison Real Estate. We continued to work all through this year. Got to shoot some incredible properties, and you know, continuing work with her was great. March of this year, I got to take on a project that I've always really wanted to do, and that was to work with a brewery just as they're getting started.
All right, so those of you that have been following me for a while know that I love craft beer. And now I have an opportunity to tell a story for a local new establishment in Helena, Montana. It's called Crooked Furrow. And basically I'm just gonna document the process of what's going on. They're building the brewery.
It's a partnership that still remains intact here in December. So obviously it's something that's very near and dear to my heart to be able to tell their story, and I love craft beer. But I also had some other great clients this year. I got to work with a minor league baseball team in literally their last year of existence. So getting to shoot video for the Helena Brewers, who were the rookie minor league affiliate to my favorite major league team, the Milwaukee Brewers. I'll never forget it. The very first piece of content that we put out did so well, and it caught the attention of the Brewers front office. And I remember the phone call very well that I got from our local office here saying, hey, the home office in Milwaukee has seen your video and they are excited to see more from you. So that was really awesome. Obviously, my work with the Silverman Law Office has been a lot of fun as well. Interviewing business owners from around Montana. I found a lot of value in these interviews that Joel and I are doing because I'm learning by osmosis. I've learned from some incredibly awesome Montana entrepreneurs here in the last year, thanks to Joel Silverman. And he's really mentored me in this process of building a business. Joel Silverman has been absolutely paramount. Reason number 3 fits very naturally with reason number 2 in that with more client work, obviously, I'm getting better at making videos. It makes me cringe when I look at the work that I did 2 years ago, right? And even looking at some of my work from January and February of this year, I've learned a lot. And I've been able to learn a lot because I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of great clients who want to tell different types of stories. But you know, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, it's that 10,000 hour rule, right? Like you're getting better at your craft and you've put in those long hours of repetition and learning your craft. And so I'm excited for where my videos are at right now. But I also know that this time next year, I'll look at all of this work and be like, Brad, what the hell were you thinking? Like, this looks terrible. Along with it, some increased skills. Inside reason number 3, I got to upgrade a little bit of equipment, and probably the most notable piece of equipment I got to upgrade to this year was the DJI Ronin M 3 months before the Ronin S came out. Thanks for that, by the way. Obviously, it gave me more stable shots, and I wanted to be able to shoot a property for Aubrey Hutchison Real Estate and have some stable footage moving through the property. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted it. But what I got out of it is really interesting, and something that nobody really said on their YouTube reviews. But when I'm out in public shooting video and my camera is on this rig, people stare and they kind of give you that, like, what is that? Or, ooh, that's pretty awesome. Is that a drone? It's been probably the best conversation starter I ever purchased. No, it's not a drone, it's a 3-axis gimbal or a stabilizer. Nonetheless, walking around this thing, people take notice into what I'm doing, and that helps them ask questions like, are you taking video? What is this for? Do you do this professionally? So it's been a really neat thing. goals for 2019, just real quick, I'd really like to continue this growth trend. I'm looking to bring on a couple more people, hopefully full-time. I'm also looking to take on a partner, somebody that can help bring in a little bit of cash, but also can help with bringing on some full-time help so that we can scale. So along those lines, I want a fully operational office here in Helena, Montana by the end of the year. It's a pretty aggressive goal when you consider what I was able to make on my own. But I feel that if I'm able to offload some of these things that take the most time, most notably editing, answering day-to-day phone calls and email inquiries and things like that, just the little things outside of editing that really take a lot of my time when you add them up. If I'm able to offload those two, I can really focus on client retention and sales for my own company. So that's a really big goal that I'm definitely putting out there. Things I'm excited here going into 2019. You'll see this really awesome setup behind me here, right? Like, this is not mine. This is probably not something you're gonna see a whole lot. But this is in partnership with Floating Leaf Studios here in Helena, Montana, and this is a partnership that I am wicked excited for, mainly because I got to shoot for breweries. I've shot for an attorney, for real estate, for minor league baseball, for semi-pro hockey. I mean, I've gone all over the place with the camera, but this is the first time that I'm actually with people who are creative, just like me. And for the first time, I feel like I'm creating things with other creators, and it's just such it is so awesome to be able to bounce ideas off of each other, and I'm really excited to see what 2019 does for SocialFlixx and Floating Leaf Studios. P.S. Thanks for letting me use your sweet setup here, Garrett. It's really awesome. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for following me on my journey this year. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me, please, and you can hit that little bell as well. I don't post very often here, but when I do, I hope it's something that you really enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing 2019. I'll see more of you this year. I promise. I'll post more.